Hey guys, this is John from Shipman Farm, and we've got a couple products that we ordered today to help with our garden. We're going to put in a Haas watering system, and I'll put the link below from Amazon. And we also ordered some black film. It's a thinner mill, but it's a lot cheaper than doing like a 3 mil. It's from Grower Solution, and again, I can put the link below. You can check out all the specifications. But looks like left it in the floor and the kids colored it a little bit, but that's okay. The automatic watering system is going to be like a drip system. So you can see all the information, but it comes with everything you need basically except for the timer. So you're going to get the filtration regulator and all the little pieces, hoses, and it's supposed to come with around, I think, 1,600 feet of drip tape. So we're going to try to hook that up today. And our garden's a little different because it's not just long rows, so it's going to be a little bit more complicated. And I think next year I may design it more for the drip system than just kind of throwing stuff wherever. So anyway, we'll go down, take a look at the garden. And right now I'll unbox this and lay it out on the table so you can see exactly what you get. The pictures on Amazon weren't as clear. I think you get a little bit more than what it looks like because sometimes they only put one image when you're getting a whole pack of stuff. So let me go ahead and spread that out and we'll get a good look at everything we got today. So I know this is a pricey investment. You know, it just depends on the size garden and how much produce you're going to grow as far as how fast you can get your money back. But my thought is I've spent probably $60 a year on soaker hoses, and they seem to deteriorate within 1 year. I've rarely gotten more than 1 year, even when I roll them up, put them away. Seems like an end pops off or they just kind of burst. So I'm hoping this will last for several years, especially with 1,640 feet of drip tape. Our garden is not that big right now, and so hopefully this will last us quite a while. And you know, I don't think these filters and stuff go out every year, so hopefully this is something that lasts for years on end. So that's our hope, that we can disassemble this, put it away, and use it again next year. So if I have to replace some of this irrigation hose, that's not so bad, as long as all the fittings and everything still work. So we'll get out to the garden and see what we can do. Hopefully it doesn't get too windy. We typically have a lot of wind up here, and I'll try to do my best about reducing that wind noise, but can only do so much. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, you can see what a mess our garden is out here. A lot of weeds. Well, plants are looking fine, but in between the rows we got a couple big rains and all those weeds are coming up, growing some nice grass at least. Anyway, we're gonna try to clean it up, put some plastic down, and make it bearable. We're not trying for perfect, but just trying for a lot better. Alright, we're gonna work on this drip system now. Here's the tool they give you. It has a cutter side and a hole punching side. So you just simply push it in there, line it up for your row, and that puts your hole in. So you just connect your piece they give you that punches in this hose, and then you connect the other side to the drip tape. And the drip tape kind of slides on there. It's not super easy. It doesn't feel like it's going to be super snug, but then once you get it on there and tighten it down, you can kind of give it a tug and you can tell that it's secure. And once again, after you hook them all up, make sure you test your system. But you can see I'll give it a little tug there, and then you can tell it's secure. So the other side of this tool has a cutter piece. So you just slip the drip tape in, squeeze it, and then you kind of have to twist it and tug just a tiny bit. So I'm not sure the exact way you do this, but I just shoved it through here and folded it several times and then pulled it tight. You might want to fold it maybe 1 or 2 more times. I've had a few of those kind of drip on the end, but not too bad. Wasn't bad at all. From, I can't remember if it was Lowe's or Home Depot, but just a generic timer. You can get a 1 station or 2 station. Hooked it to the filter and the pressure reducer, and then tied the irrigation line over here to the drip tape. And amazingly enough, I had enough. So this one over here we actually buried, so it goes under the pepper. So we'll test one under and one on top. We just used some wire to make some kind of like some makeshift staples. So you can see, and we did get some of the plastic down for from Grower Solutions, but we're gonna have to figure out what to go on top of it. It's a pretty thin film, so we need something to hold it down in the wind. So this is why I was talking about how I do have rows, but then down over here we have some rows running the other way, because I want to let the watermelon plants kind of just run out there, and hopefully that's not too glary. The sun is going down here. But I actually had enough irrigation line. They gave me 100 feet of irrigation line, and so I was able to tie in and work it around, and then go ahead and tie in the drip tape to run these here. So that actually worked out really well, and you can see we've been testing it for a couple days now. Seems to be working. Maybe on the end caps I would have folded those another time or two and then shoved them in to make sure they don't drip out the end, but it's not really that bad. Alright guys, well, all in all, I'm liking the drip tape. I'm gonna have to look up the they gave me a tool to punch new holes in the drip tape, a real fine hole, because on some of them, you know, they're separated and your plant's in between drips, and it would be nice to go ahead and just punch a hole right at the base of the plants, but I figure I can come back and do that after I look it up. Some of them lined up close enough, it's fine. And I did pop in between some of the tomato plants. I threw in some bean seeds, and mainly just to do some ground cover. Hopefully it'll blot out some of the sun as we, I hope, get the rest of the plastic down, and some sort of mulch or straw or something on top to hold it down. So anyway, we're trying to make it a little bit low maintenance, as we have a lot of other things to be doing this summer. So anyway, there it is. Let me know if you have any questions, but pretty much tried to cover everything I could, and it's pretty simple to hook up. Took a few hours. If you got a helper, it really helps with somebody unrolling the drip tape down the row as you hook it up, and then you can come pin the staples in. And we just made those out of some fencing wire, some electric fencing wire. So I think they do sell some staples for that purpose, but we didn't have any. So alright guys, good luck, grow something.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. If you like that, give us a thumbs up. You'll find more videos over here, and subscribe down here. Bye bye. See you next time.